Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Missing 7-year-old kid Jamal White, who was reported critically missing on Friday, has been found by authorities and safely returned to his family. I ain't got no problem with that, but I do have a problem with the circumstances surrounding his disappearance. That's right, I said it, family. I gotta call a strike and a ball. This does not sit well with me. I think it's something fishy going on. I do not believe that this case is as it appears. So check out the backstory. Wisconsin Crime Alert Network has said that 7-year-old Jamal White had been found safe. Jamal was reportedly snatched at gunpoint Friday evening while his dad stepped away. According to Jamal's aunt, Simone White, his father was nearby when he was abducted as they were returning home from a park close by. According to Milwaukee Police Department, Jamal White was last seen Friday on 61st and Hudson Street after being taken at gunpoint in a white Jeep Renegade. According to police, the kidnapper was wearing a black mask, a black hoodie, and a handgun. Simone said her brother was able to pull in the driveway and they jumped out right there. She said, "I'm talking about one person pointing a gun at the window, the other person targeting my nephew." Simone White also made claims that she believes her brother wasn't the target. "I feel like y'all had enough opportunity to do something to my brother, but he wasn't the target. It doesn't seem like that. My brother wasn't the target." There are no details as to who the suspects are or what the motive was. This is very suspicious, man. I first and foremost, thank God the youngster is home safe. Thank God. I do not believe the youngster played any type of role in what happened, but I do believe that there's more to this story and that it will be revealed soon. I'm sure law enforcement is going to get to the bottom of this. Now, they say that the family was notified, they was tipped off, and they called the police and they went to the area where Jamal was found safe. So first and foremost, I knew that they were going to find Jamal relatively quickly because the story had caught fire. The story was everywhere, and the search team of about 75 people were out in the streets. They were posting his picture everywhere. The news had caught hold of it. They got wind of it, and they was putting it everywhere. So to everybody involved, the search teams, the media, everybody, thank you. Can't thank you enough. You did your job. You came together. The community came together. It's a beautiful thing to see. But it was so many people, not just in the immediate community, but beyond the immediate community who was involved, who shared posts, got the word out about this youngster missing. And that's too much pressure when everybody is looking for somebody. That could put a lot of pressure on abductors. That could put a lot of pressure on, let's say, a parent if they're involved. You know, a sister, cousin, an aunt, you know, if they're involved, a friend if they're involved, anybody who might be involved. They're like, hold on, this kid is too hot. Let's drop him off and get the hell out of here, man. Hell, I thought it was just gonna be the police, the local police type thing. Man, this thing done got out of control. This is international news. So I do believe that was too much pressure, and whatever happened, they realized whether the family was involved in some type of way, some people that was in the family was involved, or whatever, or if it was just a stranger. They realized this kid is too hot. Let's drop him off. Let's make it. Don't even make sense that they would target a little kid and not the father. Why? You know what I'm saying? Unless it has something to do with the mother. If you're going to target the kid, it has something to do. If it don't have anything to do with the father, it's got to have something to do with the mother. And if you got a problem with the father, why not get the father? You got him. You got the drop on him. You got 4 dudes against 1. And at least one guy got the gun on him, got the drop. You got the daddy if you want him. Why take the son? It doesn't make sense. It makes 0 sense. Makes me very suspicious. I do believe that there is much more to this story, and I do believe that the truth will be forthcoming. Yeah. The police don't like to get played. They like to do the playing. They like to play the public. They don't like when the public play them. And right now, I do believe that the public is playing the police like a funky piano in that King T and Ice Cube song from back in the gap. Playing them like a funky piano. Yeah, man, yeah. Playing them. Yeah, that's definitely more to this story, fam. I'm 1,000% convinced there's more to this story. It reminds me of the Carly Russell story. Remember the woman who lied and said she saw a little white kid walking down the side of the freeway in rush hour traffic, and she parked her car to see what was going on, and she was abducted? And a few days later, she shows up walking down the street out of nowhere, pops up in the neighborhood just walking back to her house. Come to find out, it was all a lie. I don't know why people tell these grand lies like that. Obviously some people just want attention. But you gotta think these things all the way through, man. You gotta consider the details. You got a 7-year-old kid abducted, and the Ring camera picks up his cries for help, screaming for his father. See, that's the part they didn't figure. They didn't figure that this stuff was going to get caught on Ring camera and this boy's screams was going to be heard around the world. They thought, we're going to quietly snatch him, run off with him. They're going to make a report, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the plan was. I don't know what that plan was. But I do believe that that was foul play. Something nefarious happened within. Those are my thoughts. If I'm wrong, family, forgive me. But I just think that what I'm seeing from the evidence that I'm seeing and how this thing is playing out, it just looks like somebody trying to pull a fast one. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.